I recently stumbled on this thing called dopamine menu, and having ADHD with low dopamine sometimes, obviously I got curious, so I started to do some research. And what it basically boils down to is to create a list of things that you can do instead of seeking relief on social media, doom scrolling, or doing other things that doesn't fulfill you for real. And I started to brainstorm my list in my mind. I have not written it yet, but I've started. And since this is the year that I'm working on improving my systems, the support systems that I call them, the idea of both focusing on making every day count, making every day feel meaningful, but also to add those habits that we know will fulfill us or support us in the long term.
Happened to the false cause we shouldn't obey. Now we are the prey.
It can be, for example, health and stuff like wealth and so on. And as mentioned, having ADHD, I know how good walking daily is for me, for my brain, for my body as well, of course. And I really didn't feel for it today. But due to this new discovery of the dopamine menu, combined with my newfound love of documenting my journey and the days that this journey includes, as a way to be more creative and align with the creator being within us all, to highlight the moments of the day, but also to make sense and cope with the challenges of life. And these two combined was the push that I needed to get myself outside. And I thought to myself, maybe I will try to find some new filming locations. So I went to this place. And this is not a new place to me. This is actually when we go to bathe in the summers, since last summer, since we moved. But I don't visit this place during the winter. So I thought, well, today is a good idea. And one thing that I really love with the dopamine menu and the dopamine journaling that I've started to build those systems to support me, both in terms of my dreams, but also in terms of living a life of fulfillment, and also adding maybe those boring but necessary habits to support that joyful way of living. But anyway, that is called the adventure of the month. And I really love that idea, since I currently have fallen in love with the magic number of 12. I have started to view one year as one book in the library that we call life, and each book has its chapters, 12 to be exact, the 12 months of a year. So I thought, yeah, maybe I will add that too. Or not maybe, I will add that too. The monthly adventure, where I focusing on something that I don't do every month or wouldn't have done if I didn't have this approach, this attitude, and maybe do some weekend travel or visit my friends in Stockholm or go to a concert. And I also wanted to add the weekly adventure, maybe a little bit more of a micro adventure, but to stretch the idea because my weekends are often very busy with the kids' practices and games and all, and I love to be with them for those things. But the idea of preparing the brain, the mind, with this new possibility that this day, this weekend should include one adventure. What could that be? Maybe, I don't know. This weekend we are actually going to stay on hotel because my son has his hockey cup. So that will be this week's adventure. And the adventure of this month, March, has to be going to Hans Zimmer's concert. That was awesome.
What happened to the girl who used to pray before darkness destroyed her way? What happened to the path that shines so bright? Now the maze of demand
Well, I have already done that, but I think the whole idea for me anyway to doing this type of dopamine journaling, the limitless creator way journaling, and adding the dopamine menu on top of that, or to include that, is to strengthen our mind to see the beauty in life. And on this walk here, I started to see things in a new light of day. Yes, I were creative in my thoughts, thinking of new filming locations, but also looking at a tree was no longer just looking at a tree. I saw something much more vibrant beyond that. And on this walk here, I actually wrote verse 1, the bridge and the chorus for the song of the day. I have this thing called One Song Per Day. It's also more of an approach rather than a task, but to remind myself to engage with making music on a regular basis. And I'm not pro multitasking, but whatever gets us to be creative, to feel vibrant, to feel alive, we will go with it. It's perfectly fine. And now I need to go home, but I just wanted to mention this. The idea that I have, at least for now, is to take photos or film snippets of my day to include in that specific day's video. And if you feel like you want to be more creative in your life, even if it's concerning a specific goal, a specific dream, to make music or to launch that business of yours or getting in shape, by starting to documenting it, I think we so much easierly tap into our creative power and align with the spirit flow from our spirit, which make any boring task or, the boring subtask of a big dream or goal more fulfilling, because you start to see and view things from a new lens, from a new perspective. And if you're new here, the name is Emma. I am a creator, independent artist, but I'm a creator, a mindset and confidence coach. And on this channel here, I share my journey by documenting it. But my hope is to inspire, even if it's just one person, to start to document their life and start to view it in a new and more vibrant way, the creative way, to highlight the good moments, to see the blessing in everything, but also to cope and find outlets for the challenges and to highlight them as well, so that the negative thinking patterns and emotions can dissolve. Yeah, that will be all. So if this inspired you to start to create, please let me know in the comments, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and join the Limitless Creators path. See you in the next video.
To the girl who used to pray before darkness destroyed her way. What happened to the path that shines so bright? Now the maze of demands dim those lights. What happened to the present that used to be so near? Now it's out of reach in a different atmosphere. What happened to the false cause we shouldn't obey? Now